Gonna do a little bit of ranting this time around about the Xbox situation. In the background, we're gonna have some Call of Duty. I know Call of Duty is crazy. uh, this video is kind of interesting. On a side note, I jumped into some 10v10. I had watched a video by Nero Cinemas, and he was talking about how to him 10v10 seems like the skill-based matchmaking has been turned down because he's been having like a lot of fun easy lobbies. This was not a fun and easy a fun and easy lobby. The sweatiest, laggiest lobby I think I've ever been in, to be honest. It was crazy. But anyway, I mean, as you can tell, the other team is people level 400, so that should tell you everything you need to know right there. But I think I was being lag switched. If any of y'all can remember lag switches about 10 years ago, yeah, it was pretty bad. But yeah. So I wanted to talk about the whole Xbox situation and how people have been, on social media speculating about how they feel like Xbox is gonna pretty much, well, Microsoft is gonna cancel the whole Xbox or end the whole Xbox console making and just go to being pretty much a video game producer. Um, which to me doesn't make too much sense. I mean, I get how they feel like if they have to make a huge announcement because they're supposed to be making some kind of announcement or some event explaining like what's going on. So I feel like if they have to go to that lengths, then obviously there's something going on. There's something huge that they want to announce, and it's a pretty high chance that that might be that. A lot of people have been saying Xbox isn't going to have exclusives anymore, the console, and they're going to be on PC and PlayStation and Nintendo Switch. And I feel like if they go to these links to have an entire event, then I feel like that's a huge flag, right? Like it's a high probability that that's going to be the case. And a lot of people have been coming out saying some very famous individuals um, that are saying like people who have their identity based around consoles and people who are upset and crying about Xbox potentially not being a thing anymore. Those people are stupid or whatever, childish. And on the surface I kind of agree to that statement, you know but what I will say is that's just society. That's the American society. I mean, people are fan boys and girls of everything: food, celebrities, football teams, clothes, singers. I mean, you name it, and there's a diehard fan base for it. And it's no different with consoles. People, the quote unquote console wars have been waging for years. Xbox, PlayStation. I mean, it's just been a endless battle back and forth on which one's better, which one's worse. People still say that PlayStation sucks. People say, you know, PlayStation is boring. The controller hurts their hands. Blah blah blah. Cry cry cry. And I was a huge PlayStation person for a long time. I think the five is really the first PlayStation I didn't buy. I buy everything else before that. Well, I didn't buy the first PlayStation. My parents bought that for me, but I was too young. But the three, the two, the three, the four, that was I purchased all those, and it wasn't until COVID. I built the PC a long time ago, my very first PC, but I wasn't really heavy into PC back then. When I built my first computer, I still was pretty much heavy on the console. I kind of just built something light just for fun, but it wasn't until you know COVID that, and I saved up enough money that I built something like a real gaming PC that I realized like, wow, I didn't, it was just, to me, it was a better experience than the PlayStation, especially since inflation in PlayStation, you couldn't find a PlayStation less than $900. So that I really got into PC then, and it just took that to change my mind and think, oh, there's different avenues to gaming out there. For some people, just don't understand that, you know, there are better options, not better options, I don't want to say that, but there are different options that offer the same, experience. Because some people say, well, if there's no Xbox, then I don't want to use the PlayStation because the controller, but they don't understand that if those same exclusives on Xbox comes to PC, they can use an Xbox controller on the PC. They can use a PlayStation controller on the PC. They aren't trapped to just PlayStations or just the Switch. Nintendo. I mean, honestly, people who are playing Xbox and PlayStation probably aren't playing Switch either. I think Switch has a specific target audience that they go for, and that's it. To me anyway. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think the Switch is really kind of out of the serious. And I hate to gatekeep, gaming. What's real gaming, what's not gaming. I mean, for sure, Switch is. Nintendo is an OG in the gaming industry. I mean, they, really pioneered, the whole gaming thing. But I will say that, they target a specific audience with their games and their consoles. So, and that's fine, But Xbox and PlayStation, I feel like, are more of the, FPS, RPG heavy, more competitive. I don't know if competitive RPG is the word for it, but I guess you get what I'm saying. So those individuals have been fighting that war, quote unquote war, for years about their favorite, console. And if Microsoft comes out and says, yeah, sorry about that, guys, Xbox is over. I mean, those people feel like they've been fighting that war for no reason, right? They feel betrayed. Like, oh my God, my whole identity's been tied to playing Xbox for so many years, and now it's gone. They feel like they lost an actual battle, But I think if that was to happen, which I don't think it will, but if that was to happen, I think only words wouldn't be able to calm these people down. It would just take time for them to realize, like, oh, wait a minute, I can still play these games I love off Xbox on PC, or maybe they can broaden their horizons and maybe pick up a PlayStation. I don't know. Who knows? I think most people, other than the very die-hard individuals, have both. To be honest with you, most people have both. I had a one for a little while, because I was, like I said, I was a Super X PlayStation fanboy, but I didn't, I kind of got off the Gran Turismo train, and I wanted something different because I wasn't satisfied what Gran Turismo was. And I bought an Xbox when I started playing Forza, and Forza was great for a while, and I just feel like you don't have to just accept something, you can look at this lag, just off subject. Look at this. Like, the sweatiest lobby in the world on top of the worst lag ever. It's just how does that make sense? Anyway, yeah, so, and a lot of people are saying, well, PlayStation if there's no competition with PlayStation, then PlayStation's going to cost $1,000. I doubt it. I really doubt it. But, the gameplay is coming to an end. I'm not going to talk a hole in you guys' heads. But if you're sticking around this far and listening to me rant, I really appreciate it. And if you can, just like the video. If not, it is what it is. But, yeah, I just feel like there will be life after the Xbox. Just like if PlayStation tomorrow was just Sony was just to end the production of PlayStation, there would be life after PlayStation. Just like there was life for me after PlayStation when I went on and started playing more PC games. And I could play a bunch of Xbox games on PC right now. If I wanted. I played a couple of Xbox games on the PC, Forza for sure. And I use an Xbox controller, honestly. And I just feel like these people, that hopefully their dreams aren't shattered when Microsoft makes this announcement, which I don't think it will. But I feel like it isn't as serious as these people are making it out to be, but I understand why they think it's that serious. I mean, I do get it, you know, but like I said, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening to me rant incoherently, and hopefully I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.